Good evening to you, my friends. It is a pleasure to come and to talk with you, and indeed to offer you some light, shall we say, in the darkness of your world, where you seem to be consumed from time to time with fear. That has been mentioned in the songs that you have sung, in addition to the reading that was chosen. And you see, our channel did not have access to the hymns that were chosen, and that is how we work to help you in your daily lives, to touch your own auric field, to help you to make decisions that you find difficult, to face things that you are fearful of, because your life in the physical world will change, and indeed it can be constant change, because nothing ever stays the same. You grow from your childhood into your adolescence, into your adulthood, and you face many different challenges that are yours to face. For each one of you here is indeed an individual, and you can decide that you have certain ambition, and why not? And yet you sometimes feel that you do not reach those ambitions that you felt were right for you, because you have been diverted along the way. We welcome all you enlightened souls that would wish to explore your own spirituality, your own spiritual essence, and give you encouragement to move forward, to be of service, so that you can dispel the fears of your mind, of your material mind, that perhaps sometimes will hold you back from experimentation with your own link with the spirit world. Many young children have a natural ability to link with the spirit world, and when they are brave enough to say to you of their experiences, sometimes they are not, what shall we say, encouraged. They are told that it is their imagination running away with them, where indeed they are having their own communication with that world that is beyond that of matter, beyond that of the physical. And they do not have any fear. It is the adults that do not understand that are holding back and instilling fear into the young ones. It can be like that some of the time. So we would tell to you that we do indeed wish to dispel fear in your mind, because that fear builds up and creates barriers between that world of enlightenment, that world of light and love, the world of the spirit realms, and you, the individual that is spirit here and now. There is no division, you see. You will not become angelic beings just because you leave your physical body. You'll be the same person that you are, but you will become more enthusiastic about the spiritual aspect that you are, and the spiritual aspects that are to be explored. You may leave the world of matter tired and weary, because your physical body has become that way over time. And yet your spirit within that moves forward will be vibrant, will be full of life, will be enthusiastic to continue the life that is there. You will meet up with those friends and loved ones that have departed the physical world before you, and it brings much joy to you and to them, because they can be considered to have been onlookers in your life. For within spiritualism you talk of personal responsibility, and it is so, that you have to take responsibility for yourself. You may ask advice from this one and that one, but you have to make your own decisions. And so it is in our world of light, and as you say, love. Because the essence of your spirit is indeed love. And with that love you can be of service to others. It would not seem that way when you look into your world that is becoming ever decreasingly smaller because of media and technology. You can see what is going on in the far corners of the world, and some of it is very, very disturbing to you, the individual. You know, you do have on that remote the off button that you can press to keep all that out of your mind when you come to overload from all that is bombarded at you. Because the news, you know, is not very often good. And there is always tragedy. There is always something happening that is eating at your heartstrings. Because you are sensitive, my friends. The spirit within you makes you a sensitive individual, a sensitive being. And so you are bombarded with some of the things that are negative in your world, and that instill fear into you. Well, we want to tell you that there is nothing to fear at all. You may grieve, of course, because that is a human emotion when your loved ones pass through that veil of death to the spirit world of life. And that is natural for you to do so. But you are grieving for yourselves, for that soul is moving on, and that life is exciting and wonderful, and it is good for them to see the world as it is, the world of the Spirit, the world that continues to give life to your spiritual self, and the aspect that is the real you, spirit within. And that is why we want to dispel fear. We want to give you the truth that life continues. You talk of God the Father. You talk of the brotherhood of man because, believe it or believe it not, you are all equal in the essence that you are spirit. You may have different physicality of your bodies, of your skin, of your shape, of your size, most of which does not fit to what you would want, but that is what you have. So you have to be realistic in your life. But as soon as you allow positivity into your mind, then all these barriers of fear will just disintegrate before your very eyes. It sounds very simple as we tell it to you in this way, but of course, life can be problematic, it can be disappointing, it can be indeed harrowing, but it is just for a short time in the greater scheme of life that you are, the spirit that you are, is encased within the physical body, which is very limiting to the spirit itself. But you are on a journey of life, a journey of learning. And as long as you do not fear, then you are going to walk forward with great strides, and you are going to be able to handle whatever life puts in your path. Because it is through that trying that you indeed do move forward in your understanding about life itself. You know, sometimes you wish that you could go back in your age, but know the knowledge that you have at an older time. But you know, if you had that knowledge when you were young, you may not have taken any notice of what you truly knew. That is all part of understanding the spirit that you are. The silver birch was using a channel to give the truths of life, and indeed of death. And as he said, fear is only negativity. So as soon as you look positively at things, then the whole situation changes, and you have much strength of mind, of character, of spirit, to fulfill your life and learn more and more about the truths that are there for you to seek, that are there for you to understand and learn about. Many has been written in many books about the truth, and the light indeed is there for you to work with. We invite you always to test the spirit and to understand that you are more than the physical person that you think that you are. So indeed it is important to bring youngsters into a church and environment such as this, so that they can look within and find that spiritual essence that is theirs to use, to understand, and to be a channel for those in the spirit world that need a voice upon your earth plane. Because you see, the truths need to be told, because too many are fanatical about what they believe. Too many that believe the truth sit back and do not work with the spirit world as a channel, but many work with their own spirit and work in environments that are not conducive to a pleasant life, because they have to endure much hardship. Needless to say, your world continues to progress, although fear is instilled in mankind, which brings about a great deal of negativity. So we would leave with you this evening the positivity that is there within your spiritual being. We want you to take charge. We want you to take personal responsibility. We want you to link with the spirit world and send your thoughts, so that you can be able to see the power of thought, the power of spirit in action. You have endeavored this evening to send your thoughts out for healing, to send your thoughts out for yourself. And each one of you should leave this sanctuary feeling uplifted, feeling better than when you walked in through the doors, because it is spiritual nourishment that is needed within your world of matter, so that that fear is indeed dispelled and you can move on positively in your life, looking towards God the Creator for all the power and energy that you need, irrespective of what dilemma or problem you are facing in your life. Communication is the key. Communication between individuals, communication between the spirit world and you as individuals. And then you have the key, my friends, to success. You have the key, my friends, to peace. You have the key to love and life. Please take charge and move on and help yourselves, and in doing so you will be able to help others. That is what we want you to do, and take away the fear of death, which is but a transition into new life. I say to you, my friends, a good night and God bless.